This video is a quick summary of Revelation, where it matters most. Okay, first of all, you must understand that there's the scribe, the sage, the craftsman, the kind of psychologist, kind of new age, loud church, government, corporate, military, industrial complex translation, which is false. It's the tree of knowledge. It's knowing it enough to manipulate people by twisting it, and that is not the one I'm going to use. Okay, that's not the one I live by. That's the one everyone else on the planet lives by. The variations of that one. Okay, so first of all, in Matthew 5:8 it says, Matthew 5:8 it says, blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. In Hebrews it says, without holiness, no man will see the Lord. Okay, so we know that in Revelation 1, when Jesus comes on a cloud and all eyes will see him, including those who pierce him, they mean that all people have an eye to see. And it's arguing that the people who pierced him purified their hearts. In this case, that simply is not true. Okay, that is there for the Luciferian interpretation. You can look at it as in the spiritual realm, okay, that some of those guys repented, perhaps. I personally do not take the story literally, okay? So I do not believe that that whoever was crucified in some ritual manner in Rome was the Son of God. It is some kind of ritual, and that's that. All right, go into 14. In chapter 14, skipping ahead, Jesus is said to come on a cloud, just like, chapter 1, remember the cloud in Jeremiah 4. It represents the whirlwind, the chariots, the cloud. It's the warrior spirit of God. So read Jeremiah 4, that's made clear. It says it's like a cloud, and then you have the God following the Israelites, the Jews, as a cloud. We have in the New Testament in a cloud of witnesses, that people will be gathered together in the clouds and resurrected. They're talking about the warrior spirit of God, the marshaling force of God. Okay. Psalm 18 talks about the wind, right? He beat him and fine as wind-blown dust. Proverbs says, whose hands have gathered up the wind? What is his name? What is his son? Surely you know. They're talking about the warrior spirit of God, the wind, the cloud, this kind of combination of features, right? The sun and righteousness, okay? So, chapter 14, Jesus has a sharp sickle. He's sitting on a cloud. There's another angel with a sharp sickle too. There's an angel in charge of fire. He reaps the harvest, okay? It is all the people who are righteous that gather to him, whatever the harvest is. He predicted, however, early in the Bible, and this is probably there for variations because they didn't know how it's going to end. It says the parable of the vineyard, okay? Last of all, he sent his son, okay, to collect his share of the harvest. And they killed him. So they killed all the servants he sent. They killed his son. So there is no harvest. In Isaiah, it says that I was appalled because nobody was there to do the right thing. So the Lord put on the armors of God himself, put on his zeal, his helm of salvation, his breastplate of righteousness. This is really the true version. The harvest refers to two things. One, the righteous, okay, which is just me. Two, it refers to all the people in the world who are turning into people who follow Baal, the Baals, right? And the Baals, it goes back to Tubal Cain. It goes back to Set, Baal, and Dagon, okay? Mr. Snaky, the dragon. There's a lot of stupid, cute kind of nonsense here because it has to do with fertility cults and their phallic symbols, okay? The dragon, Mr. Snaky, to snake, to cheat, the penis. Two balls, the balls, and Set, right? A set of balls, okay? However, there's more than two balls. There's a bunch of balls. The Jupiter ball, who's Zeus, and so on and so forth. Okay, balls also play on words for be owl and be low, and bowls, right? The bowls that are poured out in chapter 16. But not till chapter 15, there's a sea of glass that is, it's like a spirit that's like a sea of glass around those who are victorious over the world. Chapter 16. We have the bowls poured out on the earth, into the sea, to the waters, turned into blood. The fourth bowl is the sun, is scorching them. And these bowls basically represent waging war. When it's finished, there's earthquake. Poseidon is the deity of earthquakes. There's thunder. Baal and Zeus and Thor are deities of thunder. Okay? So they got blood to drink, so their blood becomes the ball of blood. So instead of drinking the water, those who thirst for righteousness, being filled with water, they're filled with the blood of Baal. So it's the earth is being laid waste. Waste is a play on words for waste. Set, and Set is a deity of confusion, is a deity of chaos, trickery-based rape, rounding up the idiots who are stupid enough to roll with them, and so on and so forth. Okay, so 17 talks about the whore that rolls the beast. So a wife of noble character who can find her worth is far more than rubies. Okay, there's no noble women left. So it's like there's a prostitute sitting on the waters, which symbolizes the people. This is what it means when Jesus walked on water. He tramples on these people. Okay, and every nation, every language, every tongue. Okay, going back to Isaiah when it says there's no one there to help him with the harvest, the end of Isaiah. Okay, there's no one there to bring about justice, so he had to do it himself. God had to do it through me, his son. Okay, and I won't stop until I've brought justice through to the finish. I seek and speed the cause of justice and righteousness. Isaiah 16:5. All right, so basically they have whore genes and they're breeding whore. It's like Jezebel and Baal breeding, and it goes back to who's the whore that rides the beast, Isaiah 1. It's Babylon in Israel, in Rome, and they took over the world, the whites and the Jews, in their various forms, their main spirits. Not anyone who transcended, but basically my mom is blameless. She's the only white and Jewish person that transcended at this point. That's what it looks like. And it's my dad's blameless and it's me. Okay. So chapter 18, Babylon. It talks about Babylon being tossed like a mighty boulder, a millstone into the ocean. It's like with such force, Babylon is thrown down. Never were the martial art principles, the principles of God, the Spirit of God, the voice of God to be found in them again. It's part of why my voice is changing. They're poisoning me to make it to go along with the ritual of sealing everyone in hell. 7 seals in hell. Seal, lay, ease, seal and deal, see, lay, right, scrambled, and so on and so forth. C, alpha, L. Okay, they're switching it to Baal, and Baal has a kind of magic card, short person version, kind of short wizard, Harry Potter, Willow Offsgood, kind of Mickey Mouse, and it's a big ball, bowl form, and so on and so forth, kind of like the military, and then it's kind of gay, gender-neutral energy. It goes back to the moon being a female symbol, and the moon and how it connects to the bullhorns. Anyway, I'm falling behind at times. Let's just shoot through this. All right, 19. The bride is given fine linen to marry the bridegroom. Okay, at the beginning of the chapter, and right away in verse 11, we see Jesus waging war with justice. Right, he's waging war with justice and righteousness. So the woman is supposed to marry the just and righteous man. So the world did not do it. This is symbolic of that in the bigger picture on the individual levels of the families and so on and so forth. So he, he defeats the beast and so on and so forth. 20 through 21, Satan is defeated. The earth is laid waste, people are judged and so on and so forth. 22, the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning, the end, the root and offspring of David and the bright morning star, the heir to his throne. Again, David is a single combat challenge, which goes back to my challenge, which is how it ends, right? Challenge is a play on words for C, angel A, call, hell, and G. G is the earth deity. Hell is also a deity of the underworld. Okay, not just the name of Hades and hell, so on and so forth. So it's calling on the craftsman-shaped guys, so the guy who's mind, body, soul, and spirits together, kind of African angel form. Hebrews an Afro-Asiatic language. Amos 9:7, the Ethiopians, the Africans, the same as the Israelites. Cush, C-U, shh. Okay, they're trying to, they're playing a ritual game as Shemites and so on and so forth. Cush begot Nimrod is the warrior spirit. The Lord is the warrior. The Lord is his name. Cush has a spirit that's boundless, has a strength that's boundless, Nahum 3, and so on and so forth. The Bible makes it clear, you know them by their fruit, not by the flesh. The spirit versus the flesh, the warrior spirit, one way to look at it, eventually returns to Cush. Moses is taught in the wisdom of the Egyptians. He's powerful in strength and action and speech. And, it says in Acts, Stephen was telling this story, and so on and so forth, okay? And, again, it says the kingdom of heaven will be taken away from you and given to someone who will do his work, right? The Lord is a warrior. These are warrior works, not craftsmen, not tree of knowledge, not sage, not scribe, not priest, someone who's actually in the true martial arts spirit of God. Look at the Catholic priest. He has a sash around his stomach. In the Bible, in the Revelation, they have a sash around their heart. Jesus in first chapter, I believe it is. And toward the end, the angels have the sash over their heart, over their chest. Okay, symbolic of using the heart and not the flesh and the stomach, the ball, the belly, bell and belly, Bible by bell. So there's a lot of confusion written into there. So that's basically how it ends. It's about me transcending the world, overcoming the world, have heart, I've overcome the world, and casting down the world, and the earth is the footstool, and so on and so forth.